The organization needs employees to complete the job. So job is something which links organization and employees. And now let us see what if the jobs are not well designed. Poorly designed jobs may not only lead to lower productivity, but they can also cause employee turnover. Say for example, I am a kind of a marketing person, and if someone um, gives me a job of finance and makes me sit in the field or off the field for certain hours, I may not be consistent in the same job. So, employee turnover is a big issue when the job is poorly designed. Second, one may not get motivated to go regularly. So, absenteeism may be increased. There may be some motivational factor according to Herzberg that should be constantly provided by an organization or institute to reduce the absenteeism. And this is what a job design can be done. Complaints may come for the organization because of for the work about the employees behavior, because this is all this all can be blamed by the person who designed the job. This job designing is a time consuming process, yes, certain time, but if at all the jobs are designed well, the organization may develop very fast, like Tata Consulting Services. This TCS itself, or the major development in this organization has come because of the job designing only, which can be time consuming, but this is not an unnecessary exercise always. Let me share a beautiful example of what is job design and why the job redesigning is needed. There was an insurance firm, and that insurance firm was giving the insurances to various people, and they were health insurances, they were car insurances, and they were very different kind of insurances. What happened, the main portion of insurance agencies were papers. Now the peons were given the task of supplying of the paper from one desk to another desk. Now there were none who was responsible for those papers. One was ordering a peon, and another was, there were many departments in the insurance firm, and there were many people who were working, there were many peons in the organization. Now no one was responsible for any of the paper. That made the loss of papers and the loss of insurance policies. Ultimately the organization's prestige was being affected by the entire insurance thing. So what the job redesigner did was, he entirely redesigned the job. Instead of peon, they uh, they instead of peons, they recruited certain clerks. There were 7 clerks whose only duty was to look after the papers, and they were supposed to do all the works which were related to insurance policies. And now and secondly, the peons were given training about the keeping the papers to the person. The signing system was added to the insurance policy. So within certain years, the insurance agency were boomed like anything. So this is how job redesigning helps to maintain the job of a person and to maintain the name of an institute or an organization. Next topic is importance of job redesigning. Job designing is important for an organization to perform the organizational activity in most efficient manner and effective manner. What is efficient manner? to do the things right, that is efficient manner. Effective is how the things are correctly being done, that is effective manner. Efficiency doing all the correct things. Effective manner is those correct things are giving results to your organization. So this is very important. There are various benefits of job redesigning and designing. We'll see each of the benefits in brief. First benefit is organizational design. When the specifications of the contents and the procedures are pre-decided. So this helps in designing organization structure. Say for example, there is one job which is designed, another task is designed, third task. So this level wise design is been done. Entirely organizational structure is designed by this process. This plays a key role in assessing the need. So when you are designing something, you will get to know what all are the needs of an organization, what an organization structure need to get developed. Now this specification comes according to organization culture, norms, vision statement, values. Say for example, honesty and consumer compliance is the value of any organization. Depending on that value, all the jobs are designed. Say for example, ultimately public relation department is affectingly or effectively working, or the sales team or the customer service department, those jobs are to be designed very finely so that they may fulfill the values or the norms or the culture of an organization. Say for example, the culture of an organization to give satisfaction in case of rewards. So the entire designing of the jobs will be on reward basis. So first benefit is organizational design is to be maintained well. Second is structure of competent employee. When this happens, the competent employees are to be taken in account very well. This approach provides job related data and information, what the employee is having skill, what knowledge the person is having, what is his ability, how many hours he may or she may work, and if at all he may be given this job, with his ability can he be able to give justice to the job, or can he be able to give next level to his knowledge, or can he improve his skills. Those things are to be taken. Say for example, one is very good at communication, so person may be certainly doing good in sales department, but some is not very good in accounts or finance. You may not keep the person in the same department. So here, knowing the tasks, skills, knowledge and ability of a person, the suitable jobs are to be given. This gives lesser conflicts, enhanced work and beautiful HR planning. Third benefit of job designing is that gives motivation and commitment of employee. Say for example, I am given a job which I like the most, like academics. When I have been given something in training or in communicating or in convincing, so that would be very interesting for me. That would be challenging at the same time, because the interesting job I am doing, this gives me motivation of working for higher level of performance. Say for example, I am in the sales team and I am achieving 100 customers per month. So when these 100 customers are rewarded, or I have been rewarded for this 100 customer, this would be challenging for me in the case that I have to bring at least 100 customers for next month, and it would be at the same time interesting that I have to bring some more customers. So my commitment for the organization, or the motivation or the inspiration to work better, will be given, so my entirely job performance will increase. Along with motivation, job design brings high degree of commitment towards organizational objectives. Say for example, a person likes to do social servicing, and the base value of the organization or the culture of the organization is for uh, social responsibility or social welfare, the person will get more committed. And if the job is designed or the job is given in corporate social responsibility, with motivation he'll get committed that these organization is giving something to me, or that is fulfill my some psychological factor, so a person will get satisfaction of working. Fourth is environmental adaptation. An organization is operated in a dynamic or environment. Say for example, availability, process, address, job designing, redesigning. Those things are to be uh, are dependent on the environmental forces, like availability of the employees or the abilities of the employees. If not, socio-technological system, technological awareness, his skills, those things are to be taken in account, and according to job designing is being done. Labor retention. uh, a well prepared job design brings a harmonious relationship between employees and management. Next is quality of work life. When a person works, the quality of life is efficient relationship between the employees and the organization. So a properly prepared job design leads to the improvement of work life. Next is organizational productivity. The job design specifies the content and working procedure of how the task is to be performed. Many contemporary breakthroughs and innovations to job designs were developed at abroad, but there is a beautiful example of London Tavistock Institute. This is a mine institute. Coal mining was being done at the institute, at the university, and they did a survey of coal mining people. They divided coal mining people in various division, and they designed a job. They were given specific tasks, and that gave a tremendous positive result. Next topic is factors affecting job designing. This is a very important topic. Factors affecting job designing. So there are mainly three factors which affect there are three main factors which affect job designing. First factor is organizational factor. Second factor is environmental factor. Third factor is behavioral factor. When these three factors are looked over simultaneously, the job designing is being done depending on those factors. The output will be productive and satisfying job. Now this productive and satisfying job will motivate a person to come, or the quality of work life may get increased, or the commitment towards the organization may get enhanced. Let us see each factor in detail. Job designing is a properly designed job will make the job productive and satisfying. If a job fails on this account, keeping the factors in account, the job fails. The entire fault is of job designer, who on the basis of feedback have designed the job, or then he have to redesign the job if the job fails. We now will elaborate the various factors. First factor is organizational factor. Organizational factor includes major four factors. First is characteristic of the task. Second is workflow. Third is ergonomics. Fourth is work practices. Now, each job should contribute to the overall organizational objective. Whatsoever is the job, organization should get affected or get benefits or get efficiency of that job. Now, this overall organizational mission is accomplished through a series of the interrelated tasks or activities. Job design requires the assembly of a number of tasks into a job or a group of job. Characteristic of task, that is what is the task. This characteristic of task includes three main factors: planning of the task, organizing of the task or executing of the task, and controlling of the task. Any work that is divided into these three major steps. Next important characteristic within organizational factor is workflow. Workflow is the sequence or the balance between the job and the need of the organization. What is the job and what is the need of the organization? According to the need, the job are to be flowed. That is again an important factor. Third factor is ergonomics. Ergonomics is a study of relationship between the physical attributes, that is the capacity, physical and psychological capacity of the worker and the work environment. These reduces the physical strain to the employee. Next factors we saw: organizational factor, that is characteristic of task, workflow, ergonomics and work practices. Next is environmental factors. There are mainly two environmental factors that affect the entire job designing. First factor is employability and availability. How able the employee is. Say for example, he is MBA Finance, so how much financial ability the person is having. And second, your job requires some credit debit knowledge only, but none of the employee is available for that job. That is a big factor. So here, being a job designer, we have to see the ability of the employee, and second, the availability of any employee. Say for example, for public relation department, there is no person who is very good at public relation. So within the employees, we have to train an employee and make the availability of the employee for